Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Prescott on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and very short. Hurts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Hurts. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. But 1st down, Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Tyree Jackson, 40 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott yet again. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So we have reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Runs over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for two. Hurts will throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an interception, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 15. 56 seconds to go. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. First guy urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts, 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Hurts. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins there to make the grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, As a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.